our university and one of the Pro-Vice-Chancellors. I am. I really am. It's my pleasure today and an honour to welcome you all to our graduation ceremony here at the Forum in Bath. On behalf of the Vice-Chancellor, the Board of Governors, our student community, our academic community, and all the professional services colleagues who support our students, I welcome you all. The auditorium in which you're sat is originally, it was a cinema. You might tell from the lack of windows, perhaps. That was its original purpose when it was built in 1934. It's a beautifully complete example of the Art Deco style of that era of the 1920s and the 30s. It was a style that was favoured by the young generation at that time, looking forwards, using modern design to inspire everyday life was one of their principles, and I think you'll agree with me, it certainly has stood the test of time. The Forum has appropriately been listed as a Grade 2 star listed building, which gives it special protection. It's a fact perhaps unremarkable in a jewellery box city such as Bath, but this is particularly special because the Forum continues to play a full part in the cultural life of our city, bringing musicians, speakers, actors, all kinds of events to the community. So we're particularly glad to be here today. I know I will speak very genuinely on behalf of all of my colleagues when we say this is the most special day in our academic calendar. And we're delighted you've all made the journey here today to celebrate with us the achievement of our students as they become graduates. We're very grateful, of course, to the Forum for their help and assistance in putting on today's event. So it's my role to really run through what will happen in the ceremony itself, which will begin in just a few moments' time. So at the end of my introduction, I will ask everybody to stand for the academic procession, and we ask that you remain standing until the procession is fully in place on the stage, and the Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor of the university, they sit first, and then we all can take our seats once again. After the Vice-Chancellor's welcoming address, we moved to the presentation of awards, and today we do have an Honorary Award to deliver as well, so particularly exciting and relevant Honorary Doctorate, which you'll find details of in your programme if you haven't already, and we'll do that one first. Then we'll move to the award to graduates, which will be the main body of the ceremony today. Graduates, as you are called up by ushers, you will move this way around the auditorium. So in first instance, you'll be guided to this side of the stage here. There are a set of steps here. We do have a ramp if you need it. The steps, you will come to the top of the steps. Please do ensure that you're at the top step before you launch onto the stage for obvious reasons. My colleague Helen will be stood here, and she, along with others along your journey around the auditorium, will ask you to confirm your name. That is important so that we maintain the running order, so that when we read the names out and you receive warm applause from your audience, it's yours really to enjoy, not someone else's. So please do confirm your name as we go through. After your name is read by our reader, you will move across the stage towards the microphone you can see there, where the Chancellor will receive you and give you a warm congratulatory handshake and most likely a word of congratulations and good luck. Once that's over, you will move across the stage to the other side, down the steps. You'll see my colleagues at the bottom of the steps. Give everyone a wave over there. And they will hand you your certificates. Another reason to make sure everybody's in the right order, you'll appreciate. And then you will be guided back around the auditorium to your seat again. So you'll do a complete lap of the ground floor of the Forum during the ceremony. If you should find any unwelcome surprises on your certificate, don't panic. We are here all day. Please come and see us after the ceremony and we'll help you. Once all those awards have been presented, I will have the honour of recommending to the Chancellor that the various awards that you have earned be conferred upon you. and that will be done instantly, and you will become graduates, and it is at that point you will be invited to remove your hats. Only at that point. A word about hats. There are 4 right angles on your hats. If you throw them up in the air, it's a bit of a weapon. That might be useful, but perhaps not inside the building. More practically, it's going to be difficult to retrieve your own hat because you're all seated. So wave your hat in the air in celebration rather than throw it in the air. Do that outside, that's fine. Okay, after the presentation of awards, high point of the ceremony for me, there's a valedictorian address. One of our students will address the congregation. And at the end of the ceremony, I will ask you all to stand once more as the academic procession leaves the auditorium. And I ask you, please, the audience this time, please remain standing until the academic procession has left the auditorium and the graduate procession follows the academic procession. And once the graduate procession is out of the auditorium, then please, members of the audience, guests, then please you may leave your seats. That will stop a big rush for the back door at the same time with everyone at the same time. So please wait until academic procession and graduate procession have completely exited. Thank you. So finally, just a couple of domestic announcements before we bring the procession in. We have trained first aid staff throughout the building. If you do feel you need that assistance, please just flag any one of our stewards or ushers who will be able to take you to that assistance. In the unlikely event that the building needs to be evacuated, there will be a very clear message announcement to do so. And at that point, the fire exits are clearly marked in both the lower and upper tiers, very clearly visible in the corners on the ground floor, at the back, and in the middle at the top. And you'll be guided out by our staff to safety outside. Please, could I ask you to check your mobile phone one more time? Make sure it's on silent or preferably switched off. May I take this opportunity before the ceremony formally begins to congratulate our graduates and to wish them the very best of luck as they embark on their lives and the next stage in their careers. I wish you rich and rewarding times ahead. Now, if you would all stand, we await the academic procession. Distinguished guests, graduates, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I call upon the Vice-Chancellor of Bath Spa University, Professor Sue Rigby, to open this graduation ceremony.
So hello everybody. I can offer you 2 items of solace in the heat. One is that it will be hotter in the next ceremony. And the other is that you aren't wearing a curtain. I also wanted to start by thanking you. As I walked down from the top of Bath this morning, and I was thinking about a variety of things, and actually quite nervous, because these are very big ceremonies for us. And I saw one of you just all ready to graduate with your parents and friends, walking down the street, and then another, and then another. And by the time I was close to the forum, there were whole gaggles of people dressed as you are. You looked so proud and so upright and so lucky in the sunlight on your day of graduation, and it really lifted my heart. It made me so proud, and I wanted to say thank you. And after this ceremony, please enjoy that moment again. So the proper bit. Friends, graduands, colleagues, Chancellor, a very warm welcome to the Bath Spa University summer graduations. And colleagues, please feel free to remove your hats. Doesn't help a lot, but there we go. We're delighted to hold our ceremony in this setting, and very grateful to the staff in the forum and also to those in the university who work so hard to bring off such a complicated event. In particular, our music is a high point of our graduations, as it's a high point of our university. And I'd like to thank our harpist, Ruth Kenyon, and the staff who give their time in the Premier Brass Quintet for adding so much class and joy to the day. We're here to celebrate the fantastic achievements of our graduating students. Each degree accomplished comes with a narrative of hard work, late nights, panicked visits to the library, coffee and stress-busting cakes with friends, and a growing sense of confidence and capability. Very few of us emerge unchanged from the process of studying for a degree, and indeed we shouldn't, or it won't have served its purpose. As with any life-changing event, growing up, having children, falling in love, you can't imagine it until you've done it, and then everything is altered. You can't go back now, you are made new. And even if you've graduated before with a different kind of degree, this is a moment of transition that will take you into the next stage of your lives. Can I invite you as graduands to just take a moment to reflect on your personal journeys up to this point now? You should be enormously proud of what you've accomplished and of yourselves in general. And none of us, especially those of us here to celebrate with you on the platform, think it's been easy. If you just think back to that moment when you arrived, you were all clean, you were pressed, you had money, and the journey that you've taken to get here, particularly that emergent achievement towards the end. It's been a huge thing. Just give yourselves a moment to reflect on that. And although studying for and receiving a degree is something individual, it's accomplished within the supportive framework of friends and family, some of whom are here to celebrate with you today. And in a moment, I'd like to ask you all to stand up, face in the direction of your supporters, and give them a big round of applause. And as you do so, to think about those people who are here to celebrate with you today, and also those people who are not in this room, but are at this moment thinking of you with huge pride at your achievements. So if you're happy to do that, if you would stand up. Turn to face your supporters and a big round of applause. Thank you very much for that. And there's no need to stand up for this one, but can I also ask you to join me in thanking those staff who've taught you and supported you in other ways during your studies. I'm privileged to lead a group of outstanding academics and professionals who have you, their students, always at the heart of what they do. They work late hours, and many of them, and are as delighted by your attainments as you are. So please, if you would, thank them with me now. This is a high point in our university calendar, a day of great joy and also of great sadness. A university is a community of learners, nothing more and nothing less. And you've been a central part of that community for a while now. When you go, our community is diminished and we will miss you. You have been an important part of our world for the time when you've studied with us. While we'd have it no other way than that you graduate from our world and move on, you leave a big gap, and we are very sorry to say goodbye. But keep in touch. You'll always be a part of the Bath Spa community, and if we can help you in any way in the future, just let us know. And we really look forward to hearing your stories of success and achievement as the years go by. And this community that you are part of is one that you should be very proud of. Our roots stretch deep, back into the 1850s. And since that time, some of Britain's finest artists, musicians, and teachers have worked with us. But we are a university of the 21st century, designed to meet the challenges of a post-industrial, highly volatile, and rapidly changing world. You graduate into uncertain times with an academic armoury that will allow you to thrive. You are creative, critical, analytical, able to dance on the margins of knowledge and open your mind to the unknown. You don't rush to quick decisions, you don't rush to blame. Rather, you bring your high-level academic skills to bear on a problem or an opportunity, and in doing so, you make the world a better place. Success for you may be out in the world, or it may be inside a small group of valued family and friends. But remember, there is no further external metric of achievement, only that small voice inside that expresses pride and determination as you make your way through life. But if I had to choose a set of people to make a difference and to make things better, it would be you, our graduates. And just now, I can ask no less of you than that you thrive in your life journeys, that you make a difference, and that in doing so, piece by piece, you change everything. You have the rest of your life to spend, and I will be delighted to watch as you spend it wisely and for the benefit of others in these dark and challenging times. So well done, graduands, and have a great day. You've earned it, and I congratulate you. Well done. The university has within its gift the authority to award honorary degrees to individuals whose achievements and activities are resonant with the core values of the institution. We now make one such award, and I am very pleased to invite Professor Kyriaki Ananostopoulou to propose the award of an honorary doctorate of Bath Spa University to Dame Alison Peacock.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, colleagues, graduates and friends, it is my pleasure to introduce Professor Dame Alison Peacock, Chief Executive of the Chartered College of Teaching. Professor Dame Peacock is an educator, a public speaker, a writer and a columnist, a member of the Royal Society Education Committee, a peer member of the Teaching Schools Council, and a trustee of the Chartered Institute of Educational Assessors and of Teach First. As a renowned leader in the field of education, her belief in the transformational power of schools and their profound influence on children's lives has characterized her work throughout her career. Having herself achieved a postgraduate certificate in education, the same degree that many of our graduates are being awarded today, Professor Dame Peacock started her career as a secondary school teacher in Essex and then moved into primary education. She is best known for the Learning Without Limits project, which followed a number of teachers in schools, including herself, who believed that pupils' ability to achieve is not fixed at birth, and that the experiences that teachers offer in school and what we do at home can support students to make new connections, to learn, and to achieve beyond expectations. In her work, she has been guided by three foundational principles. Firstly, trust, and the importance of trusting children and creating classroom environments where children can trust teachers. If you feel trusted, you can try new things, take risks, and learn. Secondly, co-agency. Children and teachers working together to transform lives. Having a sense of agency means that you have a voice. Finally, inclusion. Education for all and not for the few. Professor Dame Peacock championed these principles in her first headship role at the Wroxham School in Hertfordshire, a school that was in special measures, a school that was underperforming, and where staff and students had lost hope and morale was low. However, she translated these guiding principles into practice by empowering students, by giving them a voice and giving them choice. Under her inspirational leadership, the school was out of special measures within 10 months and received an outstanding rating within 2 years, which it still holds today. This transformational, inclusive, and creative approach to school improvement generated significant international interest, and the school hosted delegations from around the world. The research was subsequently published as the internationally acclaimed book, Learning Without Limits, in 2004, and her own research into teaching and learning was later published in books titled Creating Learning Without Limits in 2012, an Assessment for Learning Without Limits in 2016. Indeed, Professor Dame Peacock's guiding principles outlined in these books are also values that we hold dear at Bath Spa University and which we aim to instill in our Bath Spa teachers. Guided by her commitment to transforming young lives, Professor Dame Peacock has advocated for a school system where children are not characterized or labeled by their ability, but instead are offered opportunities to challenge themselves and to take risks in safe educational environments. As Chief Executive of the Chartered College of Teaching, a professional body for the teaching profession, Professor Dame Peacock is influential in improving the quality of education for children and young people by supporting teachers, championing great teaching, and raising the status of the profession. In the 2014 New Year's Honours, she was awarded the rank of Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire for her services to education. The following year, she was appointed as Deputy Lieutenant by the Lord Lieutenant of Hertfordshire, the Countess of Verulam. And in 2018, she became one of the first ever female fellows to be admitted as an honorary fellow of Queen College, Cambridge. Furthermore, she holds an honorary doctorate from the University of Brighton and is a visiting professor at the University of Hertfordshire. Chancellor, I present to you Professor Dame Alison Peacock as eminently worthy of the award of Honorary Doctor of Education at Bath Spa University.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, thank you so much. This is such a wonderful honour. And congratulations to every single one of you here today. I just want to share with you a story of why it matters so much that we don't label people, that we don't look at people and decide, this is the sum of you, I've already decided what you're going to be able to do. So this story took place after the school moved out of special measures. We became oversubscribed, a primary school that was oversubscribed, and a parent came to see me, and she had a little boy with her. And she said to me, just yesterday, Mrs. Peacock, I took care of this child. He's come to my care. He's only 3 years old. He's come to me because he's been so badly abused, he needed to come into emergency foster care. I know you have a nursery in this school. Might he be able to join your school? And as she was talking to me, we went and we stood in the nursery. And the little boy, whose name was Miles, broke away from her hand, and off he kind of went like this because he couldn't walk very well. He couldn't speak very well because he'd been strapped in a pushchair. He'd been left in a cot. No one had talked to him. And there he was in this nursery environment. We went outside and the sun was shining and there was this garden with all the kinds of toys you would expect to see in a nursery. And it was like, you know, that expression of a child in a sweet shop. He was just like, because he'd never played with other children. He'd not seen what had happened before. And he went over, there was one of those toy cars, and there was a little boy sitting in the car, and he just leant in and he stroked the hair of the child in the car. And the other child got out and he dived in head first into that car. And then he left that car and he dived in head first into the playhouse. And it was clear that this was just like paradise to him. And then here was his foster mum saying, when might he be able to start nursery? And I said, he can start tomorrow. Even though he was younger than the children that we were supposed to admit, sometimes you just have to do what's right. So he started in our nursery. He became like the class policeman. So when the teacher would tell the children to do something, he would echo her demand. So she might say, put away the Play-Doh. He'd say, put away Play-Doh. Or she might say, it's time to come inside now. Come inside now. He was the sort of class policeman. He was echolalic in his responses. He was obsessed with people's hair. So he would love to brush someone's hair. Unfortunately, he also liked quite a lot of saliva going on. So it was sort of saliva and hair all at the same time. He began to learn phonics. He began to learn to read. But as he moved into the reception class had a classroom that you had to walk through to get to the other classroom. And he became obsessed with any adult who came through the classroom. He needed to stop them and ask them a ritualized set of questions, which was about their mummy. You know, where is your mummy today? How is your mummy? And it became clear that he was finding it very difficult to settle. And so at the end of the reception year, the teachers, the educational psychologist, the social worker, the foster mother, they all said to me, Alison, we think that Miles needs to go to special school. And although I was sad about this, you know, you always have to do what's right for the child. And so Miles left. He went to special school. Now, at the beginning of year 5, when he was at the beginning of year 5, the phone rang. It was the special school. They said, oh, Mrs. Peacock, you remember Miles? I said, yes, thinking of the child with the saliva and the hair and all the rest of it. They said, he's ready to come back now. I said, is he? They said, yes, he's ready to come back. He's ready to come back to your school. He wants to come back and start at the beginning of year 5. What do you think? And I said, I don't think so. I'm not sure how he's going to fit in. How is this going to work? And they said, no, anyway, he came back. He came back into school. He still remembered some of the children. They remembered him. He gradually began to fit in. In year 6, when there was a school journey, he went on the school journey. He got to the top of Jacob's Ladder. When we had the school play, he had a major part in the play. When he wrote his report at the end of year 6, as the children all did, he wrote about all the things that he'd enjoyed. And when he got his SATs results, he achieved level 5 across the board, which is the highest level at that time that one could achieve. And for me, that was humbling, because teachers do transform lives. And this is not a story about me, but this is a story about what schools can achieve, the amazing input of the special school, the fact that he did come back into mainstream, and the fact that he achieved level 5s. This just is symptomatic of what happens when education works really well. And here you all are, having achieved your degree. So congratulations to all of you, but congratulations to your teachers. This is why now I'm running the Chartered College of Teaching, because teachers change lives and we need to celebrate our teachers. And for those of you in the room who are about to become teachers, I wish you every success in the world. So thank you so much for this honour. I'm absolutely delighted to receive it. Thank you.
We now move to the presentation of awards to graduates of Bath Spa University, and I call upon the Chancellor to receive graduates from the Institute for Education.
Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Foundation Degree in Early Years at New College, Swindon. Courtney Austin. Victoria Boyland. Alice Rose Day Cook. Lorraine Jane Duck. Kate Louise Elliott. Catherine Fryer. Emily Jane Longthorne. Kaya Ann Simmons. Emma Jane Whiting.
Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Combined Awards. Michael Edward Beeforth. And as well as receiving this award, the following candidate has won the Patrick Walsh Prize for the IFE Student of the Year, Jessica Louise Evans. Jasmine Lauren Fancy. Selvi Hayward. Danielle Leroy. Paige Louise Williams. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education Studies. Kate Imogen Kitty Balgani. Jacob James Booth. Eleanor Gabriella Briggs. Alice Marie Butler. Faith Hope Charity Collette. Bethany Danielle Donaldson. Claire Louise Dyer. Susanna Mary Abina Elliott. Mark Ernest Fajardo. Alice Jane Gregory. Shabnam Kareem. Gemma Nicole Keeville. Emily Elizabeth Lake. Freya Jane MacDonald. Hannah Louise McNeese. Stephanie Rose Newell. Chelsea Page Nichols. Lydia Elizabeth Orange. Maxime Maria Perot. Claudia Puckey. Alice Lowry Roberts. Maria Kimberly Russell. Carmen Lockman Swee. Arun Vatathan. Robin Alice Vita. Isabella Varaxa. Amy Lee Ward. Natasha Jemima Watts. Hayley Willis. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in International Education. Lucy Isabel Boardman. Caris Victoria Hall.
Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Early Years Education. Maisie Ballinger. Chloe Ann Chandler. Rebecca Ann Coney. Rebecca Jane Curtis. Shara Lane Dinnis. Andrea Elizabeth Fieldhouse James. Kaylee Fox. Molly Janine Savannah Hamblin. Tanya Leoma Lewin. Hannah Louise McCallum. Roisin Ann McLaughlin. Chanel Miles. Emma Rose Louise Mortar. Christy Lee Plum. Percy. Sharia Louise Quinn. Chloe Jade Spice. Marie Taylor. Ella Vickery. Katie Jane Victor Trott. Beth Wilkinson. Natalia Julia Zashevska. Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Early Years Education, Work-Based Learning at University Centre, Weston, Laura Catherine Stowe. Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Youth and Community Studies, Tegan Creed.
Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education Studies Specialised Award. Grace Allen Smith. Chloe Barrett. Leah Ivy Marie Battle. Alexandra May Best. Jacinta Amber Bethel. Gabrielle Beatrice Bray. Jessica Daisy Brent. Hannah Louise Budd. Alexander Francis Cadden. Rosie Elizabeth Carr. Sean Mary Cavoni. Darcy Nicole Claridge. Tiffany Sabrina Cole. Bryony Heather Cottrell. Tia Cunningham. Katie Victoria Davis. Louise Beverly Heather Davis Bolton. Ella Daisy Diamond. Millie Louise Dodd. Catherine Durans. Penelope Mary Durston. Jo Eva Eddington. Chloe Rebecca Everard. Joanne Marie Fabian. Cindy Nicole Fondon. Grace Rose Fowler. Aaron David Patrick Gaffney. Amy Nicole Givens. Charlie Groves. Kate Gumbleton. Grace Louise Harding. Gemma Louise Harrington. Isabel Hennessy. Claire Diane Herring. Annie Rose Hooks. Alice Lucy Hunter. Georgia Louise Ellen Hutchings. David Alexander Jackway. Ella May Jones. Shannon Louise Jones. Anita Kaur. Ellie May Lester. Jade Victoria Lewis. Laura Nicole Longland. Hannah Jade McConaughey. Catherine Claire McGaffin. Ashley Nation. Cameron James Gordon Nevins. Ella Caitlin Muscat Newland. Catherine Helen O'Hara. Esme Payne. Rachel Louise Palam. Nicole Katie Pat. Chloe Emma Perry. Hannah Rebecca Perry. Ashley Lauren Poole. Danielle Louise Powell. Sophie Jane Pryor. Jessica John Pugh. Ewan James Reed. Rachel Nicola Reed. Harry Allen Rogers. Bonamy Alice Smith. Athena Angela Spiretti. Georgia Grace Tanner. Megan Taylor. Blue Tiger Thompson. Emily Alexandra Towers Clark. Megan Lucy Tudor. Megan Kathleen Ann Webb. Bethan Marie Webley. Roxanne Welsh. Lauren Mary Westlake. Billy Elizabeth Willis. Gabrielle Wills. Victoria Wilson. Larry Alexandra Wong. Rachel Kate Woodman. Charlotte Diane Workman. Natasha Helen Young. Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Education Studies Specialised Award. Brianna Tyne Kilroy. Emily Ann Moore. Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education Secondary Specialised Award. Kennedy Rose Neal.
Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Primary Early Years 5 to 11. Natasha Ahmed. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Professional Graduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Art and Design, Adele Louise Claude. Laura Joy Shepherd. Atara Zoe Ash. Andrea Louise Mills Carter. Bryony Louise Child. Amy Cook. Isabel Evelyn Amy K. Furness. Geraldine Charlotte Goldstraw. Samuel J. Marsh. Rianne Tyson. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Biology. Ryan James Robert Beattie. Tilly May Klutzum. Eloise Jane Crowley. Laura Rose Dedman. Kudagwashi Primrose Gordima. Chloe Lillian Haig. Simon Thomas Merrill. Katie Ellen Phillips. Sandra Piatowska. William John Trick. Amy Charlotte Walsh. Robert Nicholas Wright. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Business Studies. Rachel Clare Britton. Lyndon James Whaley. Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Chemistry, Luke Thomas Doherty. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Computing. James Lawrence Cole. James Angus Ivan Mead. Ashley Rebecca Morton. Joshua Oakley. Tyler Williams. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Design and Technology. Celia Rose Fielding. Abby Munns. Samantha Kate Onions. Kimberly Georgina Voigt. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Drama. Harriet Phoebe Branfield. Ellen Rose Evans. Low. Charlotte Margaret Hughes. Jackson William Jonathan Reed Fry. Evangeline Scarlett Rose Tantrum. Charlotte Lee Todd. Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Professional Graduate Certificate in Education, Secondary English. Francesca Nicole Evans. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary English. Louis Patrick Ball. Chloe George. Samantha Sabina Lanfear. Mona Musa. Phoebe Page Courtney Potkin. Naomi Jane Robinson. Rebecca Gordon Stewart. Molly Kathleen Ward. Rachel Zimmerman. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Geography. Charlotte Amy Selina Ostwick. Megan Ann Bendel. Emily Jane Bracey. Alice Victoria Brown. Elizabeth Marie Collins. Lewis Morgan Evans. Kelly Ann Leggett. Danielle Catherine O'Riordan. Oliver Richard Cathcart Parkhouse. Sarah Victoria Ridout. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary History. Ella Rose Dodd. Dominic George Ham. Andrew James Hassan. Matthew Robert Hatcher. Amy Louise Hudspeth. Emma Podmore. Julia Megan Glanville Rees Roberts. Gareth John Thomas. Sophie Ann Waring. Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Professional Graduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Modern Foreign Languages. Maria Covadonga Corripio Lopez. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Modern Foreign Languages. Lisa Katrina Berm. Grace Roisin Pooley Cooper. Raluca Ekaterina Pupazza. Esther Claire Wastel. Xiying Wang. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Mathematics. Jago Robin Can. Bryony Kim Davis. Nigel Derrick Ayres. Elliot Gibbons. Leah Georgina Hedges. Joanna Mary Howell. Michelle Louise Jones. Stephen David Law. Jodie Elizabeth Louise Liddington. Katie Elizabeth Locke. Jack George Richardson. Martin Christopher Roberts. Shona Seeger. Jana Smith. David Henry Stewart. Joshua Craig Tiley. Scott Tweedy. Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Professional Graduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Music. Eton Dave Peters. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Secondary Music. Emily Jessica Beer. Susanna Mary Sian Crothers. Amy Melissa Wright. Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Professional Graduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Physical Education, Courtney Jade Bishop. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Physical Education, Katie Louise Alner. Samuel David Ball. Thomas Harry Dawes. Jonathan Fox. Ryan James Fry. Daniel Glyn John. Amy Victoria Leask. Hannah Palmer. Jack Daniel Riley. Bethan Jane Riddler. Jordan Luke Roberts. Christopher Edward Sandifer. Ellen Sanger. Matthew Paul Smith. Lucy Catherine Tout. Lauren Louise Trim. Stephen Michael Wood. Yasmin Jade Wozencraft. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Physics: Jade Francesca Merchant. Kezia Needham. Alexander Philip Young. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary Religious Education: Ashley Chapman. Sarah Jane Clark.
Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Master of Arts in Counselling and Psychotherapy Practice: Jonathan Andrew Fisher. Kay Healy. Alan William Wood. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Master of Arts in Early Childhood Studies: Nicola Mary Henderson. Naila Malik. Susan McGregor. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Master of Arts in Education, Early Years: Amy Rebecca Harry. Kaylee Knox. Jessie Lauren Stanton. Elizabeth Vina Jane Williams. Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Master of Arts in Education, Leadership and Management: Angela Mary Bennett. Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Master of Arts in Professional Practice, Work-Based Learning: Charlotte Dawn Hall.
requesting a place for three.
Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Master of Arts in Educational Practice. Emma Arblaster. Anthony Hawkins. Anita May Walton. Chancellor, I present the following candidates for the award of Master of Arts in Specific Learning Difficulties, Dyslexia. Kirsty Jennifer Dawes. Eleanor Rose Tuck. Rachel Weston Betts. Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Master of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. Francesco Antonio Pugliano.
Chancellor, I present the following candidate for the award of Doctor of Philosophy, Emma Asprey, for her thesis titled An Investigation into the Use of Collaborative Online Documents to Promote Critical Reflection in Trainee Teachers.
Chancellor, in addition to those candidates presented to you, I commend to you the other candidates listed here, but in absentia, for conferment of the various awards.
By my authority as Chancellor of Bath Spa University, I confer the awards of those candidates here present and those in absentia. Graduates, only your hats, but now is the moment to take them off and throw them in the air and abuse them. Bravo. Well, what a fine bunch you all are, and I've met you all personally, briefly, but wonderfully, and I have to say I'm very impressed. Do you know, it's the first 3 seconds, they say, of an interview or an audition, in my case, where you are judged. It's the moment that's the moment. And you do very well on those first 3 seconds, but remember, that's the moment. And seeing the phalanx of you all today is very impressive. You've all done what you set out to do. And to have done that, whatever goal you choose, has to be the measure of your success today. Now, some of you are about to be thrust into the world, some of you are going to keep into education, and those of you with a resolute and decided purpose will have a chance to run with your ideas, with your theories, with your dreams. The world is your dartboard. And if during your time here you have trimmed the feathers of your darts and sharpened their points, then you're ready to decide on the number and colour on the board for which you aim, and throw again until you succeed. For those ladies among you who don't play darts, and that's a very chauvinist thing to say, but you are a rare sight in pubs, but if you don't play darts, just ignore what I've just said. Because it is an uncertain dartboard at which you aim, not in all respects, but in many. You are not the first to find it so. Abraham Lincoln noted over 150 years ago, the dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate for the stormy present. The occasion is piled high with difficulty, and we must rise to the occasion. As our case is new, so we must think anew and act anew. We must disenthrall ourselves. Times are changing now probably more than any time, and there's a lot wrong with this country and a lot good about this country. And it is up to you, who are at the start of your burn, as they say, as we're talking about moon landings, who must change what needs changing in this country. Because today you are disenthralled, some of you, from Bath Spa. You are set free. Your time here has been a tremendous privilege that, despite or perhaps because of the financial burden you've incurred, is beyond the wildest dreams of many. Now, how best to use that privilege, especially now when the world needs visionary thinkers, compassionate doers, and courageous innovators? It's time maybe to stop mourning, if we are, our nation's professed desire to separate itself from the EU, complaining that our lives are being governed by the tyranny of a small majority, and get to work on the opportunities that the coming changes will open up for all of us. Be like Leonard Cohen. Look for the cracks, because that's where the light gets in. It's time, I think, to question many long-held theories and rethink the rule book and decide what needs to be changed. Your education shouldn't stop today. Each new day ahead should be a day to learn more about life, about work, about how the world works, and about how you feel about that, and what you're going to do about it. Because it is our world, and the way it is and the way it could be is our responsibility and no one else's. I mean, I say our, I'm actually so old now that I take no responsibility for anything. I just say, no, it's all that. But you lot are the ones who are going to pick up the baton and have to, and run with it. So take joy in reading informed opinion, and as you gradually form your own. Remember, we make very strange decisions, as we can see by our referendum results and many other things. We tend to make decisions on our gut, however intellectual we are, however reactionary we are, however precise. How wonderful to see that dog there. He's very hot, but he's not as hot as I am, or you are. And what's more, he can get away with having his tongue lolling out, which we can't. I just want to say something, because you're not all going to become teachers immediately, but some of you are going on to do that, and some of you are thinking about it. My 5-year-old, when he went to school, he's older now, but when he first went to school, his first day in school, his teacher, his primary school teacher, stood on her desk, lifted up her skirts and danced. And afterwards, when she was asked why she did that, she said, because this is these children's first day at school, and I never want them to forget it. So I hope that many of you will make many of the days at school where you're teaching the children as memorable as that first day was for Max. I'll give you a quote. It's not cool to not know what you're talking about. That's not keeping it real or telling it like it is. That's not challenging political correctness. That's just not knowing what you're talking about. Well, that's how Barack Obama put it. And I say that one of the things we must do is to keep aware of what is happening, what is being written, as we decide what we feel about it, and not to necessarily take concrete positions. I feel maybe there's a little bit too much about that, concrete positions. Concrete walls crack when things move. Fluid walls who are not sure about things, maybe survive a little better. And I hate to see, I think it's partly the internet doing it, more and more people taking established concrete positions, them and us, the rich, the poor, the educated, the uneducated, whatever. No, we're all human beings. Do remember that, and listen to the opposing views, because people feel them as strongly as we feel ours. And so try to see how we can come together, because this EU disentanglement we're going through, it won't alter the deepest sense our relationship with the continent. I mean, our reported dislike of immigrants hasn't altered our desire to communicate with those of other nationalities, glorying in their differences and the way those differences do not deny our shared humanity. Bath Spa is founded on the principle of encouraging students to come from all parts of the world. So as you leave it, some of you, back to other countries, I hope you'll remember this time of cross-fertilization and that you experienced here, and continue to spread its benefits as you continue your lives. You see, as an actor, I constantly put myself inside the skin of another person, inside another person's plight, inside another person's shoes. And for me, it teaches me empathy, while at the same time teaching me who I am. So I would recommend that. And if after your time here, you're beginning to know who you are, what you want, then be sure whether you're a team leader or a team player, there will be opportunities awaiting you if you have the wit and the nose to hunt them out. Elizabeth Warren, who's running to make the Democrats, to lead the Democrats and also worrying at the heels of Mr. Trump, said a few years ago, knowing who you are will help you when it's time to fight for the job you want, fight for the people who mean the most to you, and fight for the kind of world you want to live in. It will help when people say it's impossible, you can't do that. If you take the unexpected opportunities when they come up, and they will, if you know yourself and if you fight for what you believe in, I can promise you, you will live a life that is rich with meaning. Because life is not a dress rehearsal. This is it. So go out there, make waves, make a difference. Desmond Tutu said, do your little bit of good wherever you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. So, to wind up, if I can, because it's so hot, we'll probably pour out of here rather than walk. To wind up, if I can say anything, I'd like to say this to you. Leave here with a taste for the exalted possibilities of being human, of being true to the highest in oneself, And I say this not as your Chancellor or as a perceived successful actor in his ivory tower, but as an ordinary man trying to make sense of the world, every day driven more by the forces of greed and conformity than by imagination and love. Because it's love that makes us brave. It's love that makes us smart. As Christopher Logue said, come to the edge. It's too high. Come to the edge. We might fall. Come to the edge. So they came, and he pushed them, and they flew. Good luck.
Thank you, Jeremy. I always feel that your speech encompasses the heart of Bath University. Thank you. I'd like to invite Nicole Patterson, Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education Studies Specialised Award, to deliver the student valediction.
I'm so truly honoured to be standing here today as your valedictorian, but I do have to start with a small apology. Most of you don't know who I am, but some of you do, because I've had the absolute privilege of being the Senior Academic Rep for the Institute for Education. And that means some of you have seen me talking in your lectures, sending you emails, talking to you on social media, and you're probably so bored of me. So I'm sorry. You just have to put up with me for a few more minutes while I reflect on our time at Bath Spa. I've met so many great people over the last 3 years who are all so different. Some returning to education after a break, some a longer break than others. Some who have only been at Bath Spa for a short time and came after completing another course elsewhere. And some who, like me, came bright-eyed from school, not really knowing what to expect. We were all thrown together and probably felt, or still feel, a little bit lost, messed up, confused, not being able to work out things perfectly. But bit by bit, day by day, year by year, things began to shift. For me, I thought this shifting and trying to figure it all out came from the people I met during my first year, where I lived a very sociable life. But I learned that those helping me figure out this overwhelming university puzzle wasn't just those who I bonded over cheap shots with and danced till the early hours of the morning with, although in those people I found friendship for life. It was the people who mentally stimulated me, who encouraged my love of debate, who ignited my passion for education studies, who helped me laugh rather than cry through my dissertation, and those who, despite the result, told me that I was enough. That's the people sat in this very room. And this is where, despite all being a bit different, we are the same, because we've met peers who have become friends that we admire deeply because of what they've done for us and who they've shaped us to be. I remember being told on my applicant day that by being a student in the Institute for Education, that I was going to become an agent of change. And I've spent the last 3 years really holding on to that idea. But what I didn't realize is that that wasn't going to come at the end of my degree. The certificates in our hands weren't going to say, congratulations, you've passed, you're now an agent of change. It was what was going on while we were completing our degree. You've been an agent of change on the people you encountered from the first day you stepped foot at Bath Spa. This could be on your course, people sat next to you, or people in your society. Maybe someone even stood in the Starbucks line. Your energy has already made an impact on someone, whether you know it or not. So while this certificate doesn't title you an agent of change, it becomes your key. It symbolizes that you can now be an agent of change wherever you want to be. You can now go and make a change in a school, a business, organization, or charity, wherever you want. You're going to be an amazing agent of change amongst the children, families, and professionals you encounter. But no matter what you do professionally, you'll also be an incredible agent of change amongst your own children, your own families and friends, your own community, people you haven't even met yet. There is no clear direction of who or where you'll make the change. Despite all this shifting, the puzzle won't suddenly come together after the 3 years. I thought it would, but it didn't, and that's okay. Because if Bars taught me anything, things don't always go the way they were planned. There's some real beauty in that, though. You'll make an impact in ways you never even imagined when you logged onto UCAS for the first time. Because as you leave here and start your journey, there will be these little pockets of success where, despite you knowing, you'll make a monumental difference. So here's to the class of 2019, all you fantastic and wonderful agents of change. We did it! Woo!
Thank you, Nicole. It's been a pleasure to work with you as Senior Academic Rep and a pleasure to listen to you deliver that speech. I'd like to close this ceremony with an Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sunshine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may your God hold you in the palm of his hand. Ladies and gentlemen, I declare this ceremony closed.
Would you please stand for the academic and graduate processions?